Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a hotly debated topic: 7 Harley-Davidson motorcycles that only stupid people buy. Let's get right into it. Number 7, 1975 Harley-Davidson FLH 1200 Shovelhead. The Harley-Davidson FLH 1200 Shovelhead, released in 1975, was supposed to be a powerful touring bike. Instead, it earned a less flattering nickname, the Mobile Oil Spill. Its shovelhead engine was infamous for leaking oil like a sieve, turning garage floors into slippery hazards. Owners quickly realized that keeping oil inside the bike was almost as challenging as keeping the bike running. Under the gas tank, the 1200cc shovelhead engine produced 58 horsepower, decent for its time, but reliability was the real issue. Mechanics recall that these bikes needed twice the maintenance of comparable models. Frequent gasket replacements, valve adjustments, and overheating issues kept riders constantly visiting repair shops. And the weight. At over 760 pounds, the FLH 1200 was a nightmare to handle at low speeds. The outdated suspension only made things worse, failing to absorb bumps and making long-distance rides a gamble between discomfort and breakdowns. Even aftermarket fixes often made things worse, leading to warped gaskets and further leaks. Between constant repairs and frustrating breakdowns, the 1975 FLH 1200 Shovelhead remains one of Harley's biggest headaches. But if you think this was bad, just wait until you hear about Harley's failed attempt at dominating the dirt bike market. Number 6, Harley-Davidson Baja 100. Coming in at number 6, the Harley-Davidson Baja 100 is one of Harley's most misguided creations. In the 1970s, Harley partnered with the Italian manufacturer Ermacchi to break into the booming dirt bike market. But instead of taking on the Japanese competition, the Baja 100 flopped hard. The 100cc two-stroke engine put out a measly 12 horsepower, weak even by 1970s dirt bike standards. Uphill climbs? Forget it. The Baja 100 simply couldn't handle rugged terrain, making it useless as an off-road machine. To make matters worse, the frame was poorly built and prone to cracking. For a dirt bike, durability is everything, and this one failed miserably. Add in a subpar suspension system and constant overheating, and riders quickly abandoned the Baja 100 for more reliable competitors. Harley's venture into dirt biking alienated its loyal cruiser fans and failed to attract off-road riders. By the time word spread about the bike's terrible performance and durability, sales plummeted and Harley quietly discontinued it. But while the Baja 100 was a disaster in the dirt, the next bike couldn't even impress in the entry-level cruiser market. Number 5, Harley-Davidson Street 750. The Street 750 was supposed to be an affordable, entry-level Harley aimed at beginners and urban commuters. Instead, it became a cautionary tale of cost-cutting gone wrong. Built in India to save on production costs, the 749cc liquid-cooled V-twin delivered 54 horsepower, not bad for city riding. However, quality control was atrocious. Riders reported misaligned panels, poor paint jobs, and loose components. The braking system was an absolute nightmare. Brakes required constant adjustment, yet stopping power remained dangerously weak. And let's not forget the suspension issues, with parts degrading quickly and failing to provide a smooth ride. While its starting price of $7,599 seemed attractive, many riders ended up spending more on repairs than the bike was worth. Competitors like the Honda Rebel 500 and Yamaha Bolt offered better performance, reliability, and build quality, often at a lower price. The Street 750 was supposed to bring new riders to Harley, but its low quality and poor reputation kept them away. But if you think Harley struggled here, wait until you hear about their attempt to break into adventure touring. Number 4, Harley-Davidson Pan America 1250. The Pan America 1250 was Harley's first attempt at an adventure touring motorcycle, built to compete with giants like BMW and KTM. On paper, it looked great. 1252cc Revolution Max engine with 150 horsepower, advanced electronics including adaptive ride height, modern styling, and premium features. But reality told a different story. The low-speed handling was jerky, the electronics were glitchy, and the adaptive ride height often failed, leaving shorter riders struggling to stop confidently. While some improvements were made over time, The Pan America's early issues caused skepticism among both adventure riders and Harley loyalists. At $17,309, riders weren't eager to gamble on Harley's first-gen ADV bike, leaving dealerships struggling to move inventory. Next up, a Harley that tried to blend drag racing with cruisers and failed spectacularly. Number 3. Harley-Davidson FXDR 114. The FXDR 114 was Harley's attempt at a drag-inspired cruiser, but it ended up as a sales disaster. Under the hood, the 1868cc Milwaukee 8114 engine delivered 119 pound-feet of torque, promising thrilling acceleration. But that's where the positives ended. The design alienated Harley's core audience, with its angular lines and stretched-out riding position, making it uncomfortable for long rides. Its massive 240mm rear tire gave it a tough look, but at the cost of terrible cornering and handling. The high price of $18,999 made it a tough sell, especially with more practical cruisers offering better value. The FXDR 114 never found its audience and was quietly discontinued after just 2 years. If you thought this was bad, wait until you hear about the Harley model that led to one of the company's biggest recalls. Number 2. 2015 Harley-Davidson Electra Glide Ultra Classic. The Electra Glide Ultra Classic was supposed to be a luxury touring machine. Instead, it became a nightmare for owners. The biggest flaw? A faulty clutch system that could randomly disengage while riding. This was so dangerous that Harley had to issue a massive recall. Other problems included cooling system issues leading to overheating, tire alignment problems causing excessive wear, excessive vibration, which damaged components over time. Despite its comfort-focused design, the constant breakdowns and expensive repairs turned the Electra Glide Ultra Classic into one of Harley's biggest embarrassments. But as bad as this recall was, nothing compares to the number 1 disaster on our list. Number 1, the AMF-era Harley-Davidsons, 1969 to 1981. Instead of a single bike, the entire AMF era, 1969 to 1981, earns the top spot. When AMF, American Machine and Foundry, took over Harley, they prioritized profit over quality, and it showed. These years were filled with leaky engines, faulty electrical systems, loose bolts, and poor assembly. The shovelhead engine became infamous for overheating and oil leaks, while dealerships were flooded with complaints. By 1981, Harley was near bankruptcy, and AMF sold the company back to a group of Harley executives who had to rebuild the brand from scratch. Final thoughts. Which of these Harleys do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into motorcycle history. Ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.